I mean, before we get to the whole ice jam flooding concerns, beautiful day. If you have any plans to get outside this afternoon and ski, I know a lot of people here are doing so. This is the look from Stratton. We'll pan the camera the other way here slowly. A lot of people enjoying it outside. Look at this. We're already in the upper 30s across southern Vermont where there's some more sunshine. Winds are calm too, so a really nice afternoon. The lower 30s, though, in the Champlain Valley. Clouds have been a lot more stubborn there today, and we'll see that this afternoon, I think, for a lot of folks across northern New York and northern Vermont. 31 in St. Jay, 34 in Lebanon. And you see the first wave of snow showers starting to approach from the west here. The expectation is for more of these to become more prevalent as the evening hours progress. Mainly cloudy skies, though, across portions of northern Vermont. And this is the big system out to the west here in the Central Plains. This rain will be slowly marching its way eastward the next couple of days. And that'll be part of the piece of the puzzle here for any ice jam flooding going forward. Let's check out the forecast the next 12 hours here. Temperatures will slowly climb to the upper 30s this afternoon, and then the snow and some rain showers begin to move their way through as we go through this evening. So again, the theme for tonight, a few snow showers moving through, not thinking a tremendous accumulation, an inch or two across eastern Vermont. Of course, the big story, the warming trend through Friday, and we are closely watching the ice jam flooding potential. So we'll time out these snow showers on Futurecast. Futurecast a little bit conservative with the coverage, but the expectation is by the evening commute, a few flakes are flying across northern New York in the Champlain Valley, and after sunset, the wave of snow will begin to march from the north and the west. So I think the steadiest activity will be across eastern Vermont, and then it clears out pretty quickly. So Thursday starts off nice, a lot of sunshine for most of us, and then the clouds begin to thicken up in the afternoon. This is ahead of a warm front, so clouds begin to build for the second half of the day, a few light rain showers to our west, and then more in the way of sunshine Friday morning, a few rain showers to our south, and these will be spotty rain showers for much of Friday afternoon. So that's good news for the ice jam potential. We don't want a ton of rain all at once. It's just more of a thawing trend with our temperatures here. An inch or two of snow, like I mentioned, across portions of the Green Mountains, eastern Vermont, as well as the higher terrain of the Adirondacks. And it's also gusty Friday morning. Check out the wind gusts, 30, 40 miles per hour. So you will definitely hear the wind as we go through Friday afternoon, and that will begin to subside as we go through Saturday morning. So lows tonight, the upper 20s for a number of us, exception being far western New York, where we're in the lower 30s, in the Seaway Valley. 32 tonight for a low in Burlington, 26 in Montpelier, 26 in Lebanon, and towards the south, much of the same, the upper 20s and lower 30s, the 30s in the broader valleys, the middle 20s, though, across the spines of the Green Mountains, and of course, the snow showers will begin to wind down as we head through tomorrow morning. So, Thursday, a few breaks of sunshine, but we'll get some clouds out of the deal here as well. Look at the temperatures, though. We're in the lower 50s on Thursday, and this is the thawing that we're concerned about. The snowmelt may contribute to some rapid river rises and, of course, potential ice jam flooding. Friday, the middle 50s, a few rain showers here and there, especially in the afternoon hours, and then we slowly cool things off into the middle half of next week. Plenty of sunshine, though. Temperatures will fall back to the 30s, and then we'll climb up to the 40s again for the tail end of next week.